I got yet another Twilight minifigure.
You are addicted to those things.
4
aren't you?
now of those. 11 total. Sunset surrounded by Twilights.
This is exactly what you wanted.
This is exactly how it should be, yes.
No, you are trash.
Join me in my garbage can.
I'll be in my own garbage can, thank you very much.
Anyway, yes, this is Pony 411, guys. Let's get started. Yes, Pony 411. This is episode 154 for the week of August 28th, 2016. I'm Nemesis, and Alcatraz is here too.
Hey.
Yes, hey. Yes, we came back from BronyCan.
We made it back
adjusted.
across the border.
Yeah, we're adjusted, I guess.
Adjusted.
Yeah, readjusted, because con weekends, man.
Yeah, it
They'll
always
throw
sets
you
us
off.
off a bit.
But yes, we do have a bit of news. We do, of course, have the new episode to talk about, and we have a comic that we should have done last week, but we were at a convention.
We were out of the country.
Yeah. And we have a little bit of fan content at the end. So we should probably go ahead and get started on that. If you want to follow along, though, go to pony411.libsyn.com/show notes. That's LIBSYN. So, in convention news, the Malaysian Friendship Express at convention has open vendor applications if you're going to be in Malaysia.
Yeah.
And Ponyville Cider Fest has announced Jen Blake and Kelly Sheridan. And apparently this is Jen Blake's last PonyCon, at least for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, fandom news. Some Rainbow Dash graffiti in Argentina is now a Pokestop in Pokemon Go.
Yep. It's probably been a ingress portal for a while.
But yeah, it's in she's in Pokemon.
Yep.
And speaking of Pokemon, the Pokemon-styled Battle Gem Ponies has a new trailer and a demo build out. And Stardew Valley has a main 6 mod to replace your horses. It's that Harvest Moon-esque game, which I'm kind of interested in, but at the same time kind of afraid of. Merchandise news. A Guardians of Harmony commercial's out, and it shows absolutely nothing.
Nothing whatsoever.
Well, nothing new.
Yeah,
It's just clips from the show, and that's it.
just talks about the show, and then at the last, Guardians of Harmony, and then it's done. It's like, wait, what?
I'm confused.
Well, what is Guardians of Harmony then?
Toys.
But is it? It didn't even show toys. It didn't even talk about toys.
Oh, they're toys. We know that for a fact. Anyway, Integrity Toys is finally showing off their Heart MLP toy line. That's a thing.
Oh,
The one with the Barbie style doll things with pony clothing.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not interested in remotely.
Someone
But
might
there it
be.
is. An ASDA in the UK has crystal mini set of glittery blind bag figures, which have been popping up on like Taobao for a while now, and there they are. And Walmart has a bonus shining armor with the Crystal Empire Castle playset.
Hey,
So if you want shining armor with your castle.
I guess he belongs.
Yeah. And another Equestria Girls mini short/commercial has been released.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's another one of those. You know what to expect by this point. And a pearlized sea swirl brushable has appeared on eBay. She's the one with the dolphins on her butt.
Yep.
Butt dolphin.
Dolphin butt.
And Diamond Select has announced a DJ Pone 3 bank, like their Rarity, Fluttershy, and Applejack banks.
Yep.
Probably going to retail for like $20. And Carlton Ornaments will be releasing Pinky and Fluttershy ornaments for Christmas this year.
Decorate your tree with ponies.
Yes, because they don't celebrate Christmas. Okay.
You say that like it's going to stop me.
Pre-orders for Guardians of Harmony figures have popped up in the UK. And pre-orders for the 4DE Luna on ToyWiz have been canceled and refunded, likely because apparently 4DE might be canceling that plushie entirely. We're not really sure because it was never actually officially announced.
Yeah, it's really weird. Not entirely certain what's going on.
Anyway, I guess the order's been around long enough to ToyWiz on, we're just going to refund people. We'll keep tabs on that, I guess, as time goes on. Anyway, speaking of plushie, the Funrise lying down plushies have started to appear. Again, these are the stringy hair plushies.
Yep. Fettuccine mane.
Yep.
Mop mane. Those things.
And Interplay is holding a contest to create a card for the MLP trading card series. And the deadline sometime in September. In comics, though, a preview for Friendship is Magic number 45 is up on iTunes, and I believe Equestria Daily also has an extended preview as well for the same issue. And Friends Forever Volume 8 is up for pre-order on Amazon. That is quite a ways away, though.
Yeah.
And the comic solicitations for November are out, and Friendship is Magic number 48 has a synopsis of Chaos Theory Part 1 of 3. A rare astrological event has a profound effect on Discord. What happens when Discord turns into a being of pure order?
Oh, boy.
Wasn't that a plotline Oblivion? Actually, the Shivering Isles. Yeah, the whole thing was... remember? The expansion pack for Oblivion?
Yeah, it was
Sheogorath.
Except it wasn't just one way. It was the whole world was split in two.
Well, no, not the whole world was split in two thing. The big plot reveal is Sheogorath was actually the god of order, too.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while since I played Shivering Isles.
Yeah.
I do feel it was a really fun expansion,
weird.
But...
yeah. So, I guess, okay, that's going to be interesting.
All right.
And Friends Forever number 34 is Pinkie Pie and Cheese Sandwich get trapped in a magical house that loves to party, but will it ever let them leave?
You can check out anytime you want.
Yeah.
But you can never leave.
It's like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. There's the party that just never ended.
Oh.
There are people who are alive in there who were born in the party and have lived their entire lives in the party. Because those lasted for so long.
Oh, jeez.
Also, people can't stop it because the house is floating because of reasons. It makes sense in the book, which you should read if you haven't.
Yeah.
Or it's not actually the first one. It's like the second or third one. It's been a while. But anyway, in Equestria Girls news, it appears that the Legend of Everfree disc no longer has any animated shorts on it.
Yes, but yeah, instead of animated shorts, we have bloopers.
Those are already there before first place, though. Those are not instead. Those were there before. But now the animated shorts are cut for some reason or another. Probably might have been canceled outright.
Yeah.
It's weird. I guess we're not getting any. Either that or they just weren't able to be finished in time for the manufacture of the Blu-rays. That's possible, too.
Yep.
It's weird. Anyway, I don't think it's good. It's a blooper reel. I suspect it's not going to be the Friendship Games one because that would just be weird to put a blooper reel for an entirely different movie on there.
Yeah, I think it's a blooper reel for this movie.
Yeah, so we'll find out for sure, though, I guess, in November.
Yep.
And the voice of Gloriosa Daisy is actually Enid Ray Adams. I hope that's right. Yeah, so that's a new voice for us.
Yep. Another voice actor.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and Friendship is Magic news. Okay, we're in the final section of the news bit.
Yeah.
Amy Keating Rogers has explained her theory on Alicorns and Flurry Heart and all of that continuity nonsense that we've been dealing with. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's based off her book.
Yeah, her book, which then also tries to deal with how Lauren felt about things, and it's kind of a mess because they just didn't really fact check themselves.
Yeah.
Honestly, it just feels like they're trying to just grapple with the fact that they got like 3 different contradictions in there, and they're just trying to make them all make sense. And it's like, oops. Honestly, I think they're kind of this whole thing of like trying to keep what Lauren wanted in some sort of rare reference is kind of trying to bite them a bit.
Sort of,
because it's like they're so intent on trying to keep things what Lauren wanted that they're not really doing what they want.
I don't know. There's also other ways on. I mean. They've completely gone against that too in some other places.
I just know they've said before they just want to follow what Lauren did. It's like probably should stop that now. I mean, yes, it was
depends. It depends on what part. I mean, yeah, it does a tough one.
I mean, I think this hard fast rule of trying to do what Lauren wanted to do.
Yeah, hard fast rule, no. But I mean,
it still just feels like they had 3 different explanations because they didn't really check with each other. Now we gotta have to,
or it wasn't ever fully fleshed out.
Well, there's the thing. We've had 3
idea.
different ideas of what the heck's going on, and now it's kind of merging into a singular weird mishmash of the idea because Lauren wanted just the 2 of them being Alicorns, no one else ever.
Yeah.
Of Celestia and Luna. That's what she wanted. Amy went with this idea that there's other race of Alicorns somewhere that Luna and Celestia are part of, and somehow Twilight and Cadence became part of that through methods and stuff, and just they're off somewhere else. And now we got this Flurry Heart. No, she's the first one, so now they're trying to make all this work together in a way, and it's not 100% successful in my opinion.
Yeah,
because you really have to do that. You have to pull the Star Wars of, I was telling the truth from a certain perspective. It's like, you're just trying to retcon that.
I believe that was actually brought up at BronyCon.
It was
discussed it, and they said, we're operating on technicalities here.
Yeah, it's just a show about little cartoon magical horses, guys.
Yeah, it's like
But at
we're
least
operating on technicalities.
Yeah, it's
So
technicalities.
they know. It's not like they're trying to pull a fast one. It's like
They know it's a bunch of
we
nonsense.
know
They know it's a
it
bunch
could
of
be better,
BS.
but we do what we do. We have to.
Of course, I feel at this point, it's like sometimes you just gotta abandon an idea if it doesn't work, you just gotta drop it.
They have to prioritize their ideas.
Yeah, and this is one of those, I think, because now they've said in the show that Flurry Heart was the first baby alicorn ever, that they should just probably go ahead and just drop the idea of there being another race of alicorns out there somewhere. Because that also enables bad OCs.
Well, you say that
More
like
so.
you say it like
Okay, illegitimize bad OCs. Anyway, moving on from all that, MLP did not win a Hugo Award, and in fact came in last.
Oh,
Yeah, stupid Doctor Who.
aw. I haven't even kept up with it.
Shame.
I haven't kept up with it since. I mean, I stopped really keeping up since Matt Smith.
Oh,
So
whatever. We're not talking about that though.
we could.
No. Jennifer Skelly is the writer for Buckball season. Apparently this is her only writing credit so far, and she usually does like animal shows, like Animal Planet stuff, that sort of thing.
Yeah, this will be interesting. See how she does.
Okay. And Viva Las Pegasus got an extended synopsis. Applejack and Fluttershy follow the map to Las Pegasus, where they discover suspicious goings-ons on a resort called Gladmanes. They also find Flim and Flam working at the resort. So a little bit extra information than particularly the Gladmanes thing.
Yeah, it's like the only new real piece of information. But hey,
Well, it seems like there might actually, the other piece of information would be other suspicious stuff besides Flim and Flam, based on the wording.
yeah. Also, doesn't mean that
What-
Flim and Flam
hey.
are in control. They
Yeah.
just may just
Surprise!
be
That's
there.
the twist. Flim and Flam are actually innocent this time.
Yeah, that might be what it is.
And PPOV, Pony Point of View, because that's actually the full title, got a synopsis on Zaptuit. Twilight must find the truth after Applejack, Rarity, and Pinkie Pie have 3 different versions of events from their boat trip and are upset with each other.
Well, Applejack can't lie, so just
But she
listen to
can
her.
misrepresent the truth because of what she believes is true.
I guess.
And she has lied before. I mean, just recently with the whole...
Yeah, but really badly.
Well,
You can obviously tell when Applejack is lying.
but still, I mean, she could believe something is true, and that would, well, in her mind, it's true, so therefore she's not lying.
Yeah. Rarity might embellish things a lot.
And
Pinkie Pie, you never
make
really
something up.
know.
We'll make something up that doesn't quite make sense except to her.
Yeah.
Well, that's the news.
Yes.
We got through it. That wasn't as much as I really would expect for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All that. Well, like I said, we do have a comic, though. This is Friends Forever number 31. This is the Rainbow Dash and Strongheart issue. Written and drawn by Tony Fleeks.
Interesting.
Yeah, he actually did the writing this
Did
time.
the writing on it.
Mm-hmm.
Had some colors by Breckle.
Basically, it starts off with Fluttershy and Dash hanging out, and then, hey, there's a smoke signal for Dash, and it turns out the Buffalo are in trouble, and they're in this nasty snowstorm because apparently they need the help of the Rainbow Crow, and they need Dash's help to get more feathers from the Rainbow Crow and stuff, because that's how they apparently keep the land warm enough for crops and whatnot, or something along those lines.
Something along those lines.
And then she and Strongheart go off and to get the crow. And that's the setup. It's an interesting book. Because
Book?
Yes. Book.
Very small book.
They're small books. Anyway, it's interesting just because the whole Native American angle, it's one of how you play do that without screwing up and offending someone. I mean, honestly, the artwork is great. I mean, particularly for the tail of the Rainbow Crow thing. That is amazing. I think that was
Yeah, who did that one? Because that one wasn't... That
Sarah
was,
Richard.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a different artist than the rest of it.
Yeah, so it was actually kind of an interesting thing, although Strongheart isn't as featured as heavily as I thought she would be, really. She's kind of sometimes barely there. Yeah, so it's kind of, it's another one of those problems of, hey, it's supposed to be about 2 characters, but mostly about 1 character thing they've done before.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty interesting tale in its own right.
Yeah. It's a bit... There's a lot of parallels between the Crow and Rainbow.
A little
and
bit.
Dash.
Little bit.
Which I think was actually sort of lampshaded or brought up by Rainbow as well.
Well, the real
It's like-
parallels is the whole rainbow thing, in my opinion.
Well, yeah. well, rainbows and loyalty and all that sort of stuff. It's like, huh. Although the ending was kind of, I mean, it's like, yeah. It was all right. I mean, it was pretty good.
I enjoyed it well enough.
Yeah, so did
also,
I thought it was definitely worth
Dash, you're not being smart here. I was like those stuff. It's like little, like Strongheart's like, yeah, hey, Dash, no, Dash, bad, no, Dash, Stop. Oh. Also, Dash just flying around with a coyote on her tail. That's funny.
That was funny. It's like,
darn it, Dash. Well, yeah. It's actually a pretty interesting one. Definitely not the strongest, but also I think there's
strongest.
Yeah,
Strongheart.
Yeah, no, Strongheart. Yeah. What was it? There was I think the next Friends Forever has actually got Fluttershy in it. Yeah, Fluttershy and Daring Do. I suspect, because I'm looking at the cover artwork for that, and it looks like it might also be Tony Fleecs. I think because at the beginning we have Dash and Fluttershy splitting up, I think that might be the lead-in for a Fluttershy going off with Daring Do.
It's possible.
That makes sense. I've done that sort of thing before, of just connecting stories vaguely like that.
Yeah, that reminds me of the recurring jokes in this comic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole take off when they say their last line.
Say the loud. Did she say something? She just kind of flew off. I assume she said that.
Hope they're not upset.
Hope she's not upset with me.
Yeah.
It was fun. I liked it.
It was worth the price.
Yeah.
Go pick it up.
Yeah, pick that one up. So that's the comic. So now we got the episode to talk about Dungeons and Discords, or is it Dungeons and Discord? I've seen both floating around, so I'm not totally certain on that. But yeah, one of the two, Dungeons and Discord. So quick summary of the episode. The main six go off to Yakistan on a surprise trip from Celestia, and Discord wanted to hang out with Fluttershy, but that's obviously not happening. So she suggests to go hang out with Spike and Big Mac because they have a big guys' night out thing every time they leave. So at first he does not want any interest till Spike mentions games, and then he's interested, and then he gets there and finds out it's a tabletop RPG, Ogres and Oubliettes, and he's not thrilled. He's actually pretty bored.
Yeah.
So at first he tries to convince them to do something else, but then he gets, they won't. So then he decides to, throw them in the game world for real and scare the pants off them.
But they don't wear pants.
They get upset about it, and then he goes off. He throws a hissy fit and walks, and then he leaves after they tell him to leave because he's just making it not fun anymore. Then they feel bad for him. They invite him back, and then they go off and have an adventure. And the main six come back. The end.
Yeah, pretty well sums it up.
Yeah, good. It should. That's a summary. This was an interesting episode just because, we don't really see... Before this, we never really saw Discord, Spike, and Big Mac really interacting that much.
Yeah.
It's been implied Big Mac and Spike do stuff together, but never really shown.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was definitely fun. It's just, I think part of the problem is the previews kind of implied that there would be more with the little fictional world that Discord made. I think that implied that would be like the main focus of the episode, and it kind of wasn't.
Yeah.
So it kind of throws off your expectations a little.
Yeah. It wasn't like, better or worse than my expectations. It was just different.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, because it's interesting. At first, Discord's like, games? Okay, I'm cool with that. And then, it's not.
Wrong kind of game.
Nerd stuff.
Nerd stuff. I will say that his reaction when he found out what it was great.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that.
His face.
That face is,
oh, crap.
Yeah. It's also, what was it? In the, within the thing was, we have Spike being a wizard, which is like, wonder if he's trying to emulate his big sister / mother person roommate. Whatever that relation is, we're not sure.
I don't even know.
Owner?
That implies some rather dark things there.
Well, he is a dog in the other world. We already got that implication going. Big Mac said something besides yep or nope, and what was it? Turnips or something, but yeah. Because Discord took offense to the fact he couldn't do magic.
Oh, yeah.
He's not intelligent enough.
Intelligent enough.
It kind of took that as a personal insult because, this game is stupid. I can't do what I want, so it's stupid.
Yep. You actually have to be bound by rules.
Ugh, rules.
Rules.
They may be stupid, arbitrary, and pointless, but God help you if you break them.
Uh,
Yeah, it's also kind of interesting in the beginning part where it's he's really desperately trying to get Fluttershy to stay or be able to go with her any which way, just so he could be with Fluttershy for a while. Because he's really clinging with Fluttershy.
yes, he's incredibly clingy.
To the shipper's joy. Well, other shippers lament.
Yeah.
Oh, there was that weird interesting thing. We got the opposite. Opposite world
yeah,
there.
That was
and Fluttershy
weird.
Started yelling at him.
Like, opposite Fluttershy's mean.
Well, yeah, she's opposite. Although it's kind of interesting that there's this that's 2 Spike-ish, or I guess mostly Spike-centric episodes in a row. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, I don't think that's really happened that much.
Although this is more Discord-centric, but still Spike's still a huge part of it.
Yeah.
That's 2 in a row where Spike's a major part of the story. It's like, huh.
And both of them are not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Although it's kind of like, yeah, Spike, not Spike, but Discord is getting annoying. It's like, huh. Spike just gave him a second chance, even though he made it kind of, although it was weird, the whole thing. It's like, I'm going to leave, and then, of course, trying to play up the sad puppy thing, I guess.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Because that's how Discord rolls.
It is.
After finally realizing, oh, yeah, I screwed up again, didn't I?
You done goofed.
Because that's the whole thing was Discord is so convinced he's above them.
Well, when you're that powerful for that long.
Yeah. Because, his whole thing was like, oh, I get to, I'm gracing you with my presence and making this better.
Party doesn't start till he walks in.
You can't stop what doesn't start. But this was, there's also, for one of the first times ever, they've almost somewhat acknowledged something in the comics.
Yeah.
Although they kind of goofed it because they called it ogres and oubliettes in here. But in the comics, it's oubliettes and ogres. They just reversed the name, probably by mistake. But still, it's the same basic concept.
Yeah, they still use the same name. So it's like, is there a commonality that they both pulled from? And did they actually...
Of course, they did weirdly drop the thing where Twilight was apparently a player and was a pretty good player, but I guess it's one of those, we picked that thing from the comic, that's fine. Ignore everything else still.
Ignore everything else.
Because that was the implication in the comic was like Twilight's actually a really good player. Like she's like some sort of very powerful mage in the game.
Yeah, and this one she didn't even know. Well,
so whatever this is, of course it could be.
Although at that point it didn't really look like the game, so
it kind of did because you got
sort of, but they weren't at a table.
That reminds me literally how they did the animation was I like that the paper cutouts of the villains is like. They're animating on the paper cutouts, and then they also like the shooting the arrows that it just to come out, and then the arrows are still on little cardboard things on sticks and stuff. Yep. I like, okay, that's actually pretty well done. I like that.
That was good. Anytime we have a Discord episode, the visual gags are amazing.
That wasn't so much a visual gag.
Well, it wasn't
a cool
a gag,
way of doing it.
The visual effects and things that they do, it's always fun. They always have fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Also, a lot of the stuff about those in the Discord trying to get him to go out. And he takes him to that club, zoot suit and everything.
Yeah.
Big, bright orange zoot suit.
I like that. That's not what you intended, but this table is perfect for this.
Yeah,
God,
I like that.
Dang it. No.
Nerds to the end. This is perfect. I know, right? We could play right here. Discord is not amused. And then, because Discord just desperately trying to get him to change his mind. He's like, no, we're going to play this game, whether you like it or not.
Yep. To show up to someone else's game session and change it.
Change everything on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was also the, Discord is trying to play charades, and, he turned his face into Celestia. And then later he's petting the hare, and then the hare runs off, making a meowing noise or something.
It's like... What the hell? What the hell?
Well then, how about that?
What was it, KK? Oh,
yeah.
Something
like that.
It's the weird nicknames in the beginning.
Yeah. Weird nickname for Celestia. Wonder if she actually responds to it or not.
That'll be interesting.
What was it? But yeah, it was just kind of interesting. I was like, yeah, it was kind of that weird thing of like the previews led us down a very somewhat different expectation, and
it's almost like a movie trailer.
Yeah, although those previews have done that before, which gives us although it's also weird, we saw like a brief scene in one of the commercials or something that showed something from the very end of the episode with Pinky and Dash joining. We're like, oh, what's going on there? Are they going to show? No, well, not till the end.
Not till the very end. Literally the last scene.
Yeah, and then there's a weird thing where it's like Spike, Big Mac, and Discord just hopping out of the frame. Like,
yeah, it's like a slow-mo thing. That's,
okay. That's
all right.
That's, I guess, 90s as hell.
All right.
Also, it's interesting, Big Mac's character is a unicorn.
Yep.
It's a recurring thing of him wanting to do magic of some sort. It's like, makes you wonder.
Except it's interesting. It was a unicorn, but he didn't really use magic.
Well, he used
just to hold the sword.
Well, swing the sword around, but yeah.
That was it.
It's just so interesting, though. It's like, makes you wonder if Big Mac really does want to just do unicorn magic.
Yeah, they just gave him a unicorn to make it easier to animate the sword.
Yeah, because they're like, how do we have
we have him hold the sword?
Yeah, I guess one of those things that I noticed a lot of fanfic where I just grapple with, like, how do ponies hold swords and stuff? So
they just said, make him a unicorn because it's make-believe, and then he can just use magic and it's easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I did like that the story where it's just, oh, hey, guess what? You screwed up, and then all the guards are laughing at you because you turned your fingers into vegetables. Oops. Reminds me, you attack the gazebo. I attack the gazebo. I hope I cannot explain that story in full, but just basically someone doesn't know what a gazebo is in a game and attacks it, thinking the gazebo is a monster.
No.
Yeah, it's a hilarious story if you can find it. It's just like, I don't know, like Dungeons and Dragons, I attack the gazebo or something. You'll probably find it.
Gazebo. It's almost like, attacking windmills. Yeah. So that's a completely different story.
Yeah. Almost quixotic.
Ha.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird story structure in a way. It's like not bad. It's just kind of an odd way of doing things. It's like it kind of, I don't know, maybe it was just me, but it felt like it moved really fast.
It did.
Well, the story part, like, because a lot of it was just particularly in the first half, a lot of it was just Discord shenanigans.
Though that tends to be a recurring thing whenever Discord shows up.
But it's just like, because like the story itself was like most of it happened, the meat of the story happened in like the second half of the episode.
Yeah.
Where it's like it was moving very slowly and then it accelerated at like hyper speed at the very end. So it's kind of an odd pacing thing. I'm not sure how it worked fine, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's hard to describe. The lead up was kind of slow and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, it was very slow. Just Discord doesn't want to admit he's lonely. And then all of a sudden, okay, fine, I'm lonely. Help me.
Help.
Accept me.
Won't somebody love me?
Find me to somebody to love. What was it? Yeah, I'm trying to think of... Oh, I also like the Squizzard.
The Squizzard.
Yeah, the main bad guy there, just Squizzard. It's like,
Voiced by Peter New.
Yeah, voiced by Peter. Pulling double duty, because why get another voice actor for a couple lines when you have one right there?
Yep.
Who can say more than yep and nope? I'm kind of blanking out on a lot of just what to really say beyond that.
Well, there wasn't a huge amount to it. It was just a lot of
it was very straightforward. Yeah, it was very much carried by just Discord shenanigans with the story itself being very lightweight.
Yeah, it was. It was very lightweight.
Now I'm just kind of interested in okay, well, I want to see what the main six were up to up in Yakistan.
I wonder if we're going to get that.
Yeah,
because they've done stuff like that.
I haven't seen any plot synopses. I haven't seen any plot synopses that would indicate we're getting that anytime soon, which is unfortunate. But because okay, they're with Celestia up in Yakistan. What kind of shenanigans could they get up to?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Because we still want to see Celestia with the hair down, so to speak. I guess not waving around. Right. But because I guess no doubt someone's going to write a story about that somewhere on FimFix in the next week or so.
Probably, if it's not already being worked on.
Yeah. And also, there's also funny because Pinky just casually mentions the Yeti.
There's a pony eating Yeti up there. It'll be great.
Because against those six though, I'm pretty sure it would not really be a huge problem.
Yeah, like Dash said, it'll just be confetti.
Yeah. It's like if Dash doesn't get to her first, Twilight probably would just slam into the rock's face or something. That would be that.
I don't think she's quite that violent. I think it would just be
telekinet.
Just
she would have liked to put it in, like put one of her friends in danger. Like, oh no, it's about to grab like Pinky or something. Well,
just grab it and fling it in the sky. Yeah, it's gone.
Goofy yell.
I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, no, that's why I said just goofy yell. But she would at least be like, just nope, keep pushing it back. Just nope, this magic, just push it away. No.
But yeah, I am kind of curious as to what was happening in Yakistan.
Yep.
Did they try and start another war?
Not perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, it was kind of it.
Yeah, it was really light story-wise.
Discord,
it was
I guess,
just
bond with
a lot of funny shenanigans.
Yeah, Discord bond with Spike and Big Mac, who, yeah, there was that implication way back. Actually, season 5 opener actually, where it's like, hey, Spike was with watching Hoofball or whatever with Big Mac.
Yeah.
So that little thing. So I guess they do hang out every once in a while, which I'm wondering if someone's writing stories about that.
Heh. I think I've seen a few, actually.
Probably. I think I've seen a couple, too, but there's not as many as you'd think there might be.
Yeah.
Although there's the other thing I kind of mentioned when we were watching. It's like, so is anyone going to complain about Starlight Glimmer just not being there? Because, like, she's not with them. She's going to Yakistan.
She's go with them.
Either she's off somewhere else, or she's somewhere in the castle trying to like, I don't know, stuff her ears or something so she can't hear all this crap going on.
Maybe she went up to the Crystal Empire, hang out with
or boyfriend, or she's running around with her girlfriend, Trixie.
Yeah,
or both.
Take Trixie up to the Crystal Empire.
As long as she's not lying to either one of them, it's fine. As long as they're all aware of what's going on. It was a fun episode. It's not the greatest episode, but it was still really fun.
Yeah, it was definitely fun.
Yeah, it was kind of the story itself was pretty lightweight, and which is probably why just most of it was just Discord shenanigans, which is what happens. I've noticed Discord episodes have a tendency to be very lightweight.
Yeah.
In story, because they just want to put so much of just Discord goofing off, because let's have fun with the animation.
Yep. It gives them a good excuse to have fun.
Yeah. So it was a lot of fun. Trying to think of. Yeah, it was fun. It's one. I think probably one of the. I probably would be in the top half of the season for episodes.
It is.
Probably all the lower top half.
Yeah,
but it's still fun.
Yep.
So that's, I guess, that our babbling about. It's fun.
Babbling. It's fun.
Yeah.
Scary but fun.
No. No. Well, it was scary for them because there was a complaint. It was, oh god, there's actual real pain here.
Oh jeez,
this actually hurts. Anyway, moving on. We do have some fan content, including a song.
Yes, a song. There was a whole bunch of music, but this is probably the standout for me, at least. This is All Around by Never Last Standing. It's just a really fun, happy, upbeat instrumental song. It's really fun and bouncy.
Yeah, I like the instruments. Particularly the beginning reminds me of some of the music from VVV.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It reminds me a lot of that style of music, so I kind of like it from that. It's a lot. It is a lot of fun, and it's just
it is part of a larger album. Beauty of the Trees, I believe, is what it's called. So, I would highly recommend go check that album out along with this song. Bunch of good stuff there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's it for music.
Yep.
For once, very short. Anyway, I have a fanfic. No updates, oddly enough, but I do have a new fanfic.
I think all the ones that we're waiting for updates have started to complete.
Well, there's one I'm waiting for the final chapter on. Anyway, this new fic is My Fluttering Heart by Titanium Dragon, which we have featured once before. This is a interesting fic, I think.
We like that word, interesting, don't we?
Interesting, yes, because it's so versatile.
It is. It's interesting.
But anyway, it kind of goes into Flurry Heart and her parentage. Yes, and how's
Her
Chrysalis in it,
genesis.
so you can kind of to connect the dots from there, because it kind of takes place in the future where she has siblings, and none of them are alicorns. Why?
Why is she an alicorn?
Yeah, so it gets into that. That's basically the best way to talk about it without spoiling stuff.
If you can't already guess,
Yeah.
especially when you
Look at the cover art.
look at the cover art, it pretty much gives it away.
And the synopsis and the summary and the character tags. It kind of lets you know what's going on here.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting way of doing things, and I guess the Chrysalis angle too.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a different take on it. It was something I haven't seen before. I liked how they angled it too. Little bits here and there with the writing.
There's one transition part I liked where it's just like he lied.
Yeah, that one line was
And
really
then it just
good.
transitions to the next part. Yeah.
Not 2 words. It's like, wow. But yeah, there's also subtle little things before that start hinting at what's going on, and it plays that up through it, and I think it worked really well.
Yeah, it's a good one. I almost didn't feature it though. I was like on the fence on this one for a while. I was like, I'm not sure. The explanation apparently is irrelevant now. It's like, it's good enough. Let's go. It's good. It's a good read. Let's go ahead and throw it in.
Yeah.
So it's a good one. I recommend pick. It's already done. 1 chapter, 10,000 words.
It's a quick read, but definitely worth
relatively
it. Go
quick read. Yeah, check it out for sure. And like I said, no updates though, so there's that.
That's that.
So we are done.
That's it.
There's
no more.
No more. But if you liked it and you want to check out past and present episodes and future episodes and all that stuff, you can go to pony411.libsyn.com. Again, LIBSYN. There's also iTunes. Search for Pony411 there, and so you can subscribe to there and rate and review and all that stuff. There's also youtube.com/pony411, and you can like, comment, and subscribe there. There's also Stitcher.com or the Stitcher Android or iOS apps. Search for Pony411 on those. And there's Ponyville Live. You can search for it there, and Bobby will be on the main page whenever we upload, right there at the top, or just search in the show listings, whatever. And there's also Ponyville FM, or on every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Tune in.
Yes, tune into these. Probably like it if you like this one. And you can contact us. There's email, pony411podcast@gmail.com. Comments, criticisms, questions, news tips, whatever. Talk to us.
Yep.
Why not? There's also facebook.com/pony411. Like us there. New episodes are listed there as they come out. And there's also Twitter, or @pony411. And that's our usual way of contacting, although we've been a little slacking this last week just because, post-con stuff. Getting our lives back in order after a convention.
Yeah.
But there's also our personal Twitters. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1, and he's at Alcatraz with a 7 instead of a T and an underscore at the end.
Yep.
So, I can't remember if I've tweeted recently. I don't think I have.
Well, other than
just con stuff from last week.
Last
weekend. I guess if you want to see that stuff. But that's it for this week. Tune in next week. We will have the episode of Buckball season to talk about.
Oh, yay.
Football.
Football.
Woo.
Hand egg.
Football. Ready for some football. Yes. So that is next week. Join us then. Until then, though, please pony responsibly, guys. See ya.
See ya.